Libs of TikTok has barely made any money on monetization from day one.
Come on, I was going to say, where's Libs of TikTok, and you cut me off before I could say, where's Libs of TikTok, but I feel like we have to get both, like Macho Randy Savage, but Macho Man. That's what. All right. Hi, I'm sorry about that. How are you?
Hey, I'm great. Thanks for having me. So great to be here.
I am glad to have you on here. Thank you for taking the time. I know you were in flight. Before we get to some of these other questions, did I hear there's a development that your entire account may have been demonetized?
Yeah, so I actually did not think it was possible for an entire account to be demonetized. And I actually wrote on Twitter last week that I don't think it's possible. But this morning, it turns out that Libs of TikTok is completely demonetized right now. I tested the exact same word on my personal account on Libs of TikTok, and only the one on my personal account is monetized.
So as of this moment, right now, at 11:09 Eastern, Libs of TikTok on X, the free speech platform, your entire account is fully demonetized.
Yes, that's what it would appear to be. Yeah.
You're the Twitter equivalent of us with YouTube. You're a trailblazer for X. I'm sorry. And the problem that happens with that, right? Is not just being demonetized, but then that usually results in significantly reduced reach. Right?
Exactly. Yeah. And what triggered this is you just mentioned the Mayor Spanky, the mayor of Burbank. So I did a video confronting him, and I posted it to Libs of TikTok. And you do video production, you know what goes into it. There's tons of time and energy and money. And we spent all of this energy on this video, and I post it, and it's being completely suppressed. It's demonetized, which was like the least of the problems, but I was upset that it was being suppressed. And so I reached out to some really high up people at Twitter, and it turned out that the word drag queen was demonetizing it. And so that's what really started my whole theory of there are certain words that if you write those in a tweet, then that tweet will be demonetized. So that's when I started really testing out a bunch of different words. Right.
So they specifically have demonetized words, and they told you that. The brass at Twitter, I know you reached out, X, they did respond and say, yes, we can confirm that.
So actually I was like, okay, let me test out some words, and I discovered that the word drag queen was demonetized. And after I discovered it on my own, I was told that the word drag queen is demonetized. Yeah. But actually now it's been fixed. It was fixed right away. Within 24 hours. It was fixed.
They fixed that one. So what's going to have to happen is you're going to have to find all of the other words, and then they'll say, oh, no, we'll fix it. Right. That's what happened with us in YouTube. They go, oh, yeah, thanks for letting us know. We'll fix it. And then you find 20 other errors.
I don't know, because I think I really believe that Elon is trying his best. I think he has really good intentions. And I think that my whole investigation was just, it kind of just opened a can of worms and just started the discussion about it. And I'm really hopeful that now he's going to fix the entire problem. I don't anticipate that we're going to have to come up with the complete and total list of words. But if we do have to, then I am here for it.
But your whole account was just demonetized this morning.
So it's a separate issue, I think. I don't think it's a word. I think it's my account status. So that's a whole separate issue.
Okay, well, why do you think you're my point is, and maybe Elon, right, his intentions are pure, but that doesn't mean that Yakarino's are. That doesn't mean that the people who are in charge of demonetizing individual accounts, right, these people are still in Silicon Valley largely, that you're a journalist. A lot of people don't realize because you do it and it's entertaining, but what you do is journalism, and it's very important. And if journalists can't make a living off of journalism, then the stories that matter won't get out there. People won't know about the books in the libraries. You're being very congenial. I'm pissed. I can't believe your whole account's been demonetized.
Okay, so let me give you some more background information. And I know a lot of people are going to forget when I say this, but Libs of TikTok has barely made any money on monetization from day one. So this started in February. So we're talking about 7-8 months ago. We have barely made any money. And you see journalists complaining on Twitter about the monetization, about how they're barely making money. They should be making more. I made probably 80% less than those people complaining on Twitter who have 250,000 followers. And I have 2.5 million followers. So I never really looked at Twitter as one of the ways that I was going to monetize.
Well, that's because you weren't making money. It's the same thing with me. I just found out that the Hodge twins my last check from Twitter was literally $75, I believe. Really? Yeah, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. It was $75. And then I was talking with someone that was going, man, I'm cleaning up on Twitter. I'm like, you're both.
Well, look, let me.
I thought someone reported she did this whole like investigation and decided that Libs of TikTok is probably making about $3 million a year on Twitter.
Yeah,
and I was like, where is this money? How do I get it?
It'll buy a lot of Teslas. What you had a question there, Jill? Because I wanted to get to the words.
Yeah. So hi, really quickly. I mean, Elon is, and I hope you're right. Like, I hope Elon has these goals. See, there's a few things that he can do. Like, maybe and what you don't have to comment on this, but put Alex Jones back on the platform is a pretty easy free speech bar, right? You may disagree with that guy a lot, but put him back on the platform. He may have good intentions. His entire pitch to creators is come here and make money. And so if he's not monetizing an account that has 2.5 million followers and also has incredible reach and important stuff going out there, what's the point?
Yeah, I agree with you. And I think he did write on Twitter a few days ago that a lot of these like sort of things that are happening are just leftovers from that whole trust and safety department that was there before he bought Twitter. And that's why I really do think that he is trying his best. And I really believe that as soon as I tweet it out,
I'll tell you.
We'll do it fast. I'll tweet out that Libs of TikTok is demonetized, and we'll see how quickly he responds.
There you go.
Yes, but here's the thing: he fixes it. There's a difference between fixing something because now there are eyeballs on it. Because I will say this: if he said these are sort of remnants from before, well, people weren't really making money off of Twitter before, right? That was kind of new. In other words, when they introduced that to verified accounts, they would have also had to create a process as to what would be considered monetizable and not. That wasn't something that carried over, and so the idea of demonetized words, that would, by its very nature, have to be a new thing since Elon has been there. Not saying he did it directly, but there are people in the post, in their posts, their positions of authority who have. What are some of the specific words? And we're going to actually do this if you're okay with it. We're going to have the audience A/B test with us live. But I know that you've found some specific words, right? You did some digging that result in the demonetization of a post, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think one of them you found was porn, the word porn. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we tested this, and we can bring this up right now. We tested a tweet. Porn is bad. Change my mind. People can see that there, and then you can scroll there. Toolman.
Look at the reach. So 21,000 views. Keep that in mind.
Yeah. Well, the reach isn't. These were all happening pretty. So no advertising whatsoever. Now we switched that tweet to PO star symbol and is bad. Change my mind. We can bring this up right here. Okay. Then you can scroll, and we see ding the ad. Now, that one, look, that makes sense if they're trying to. The problem is it's not getting rid of porn. I mean, it's just riddled with pornography right now on Twitter. That's a separate problem. But we did another one, the word, and tell me if I'm missing anything, the word ugly. So I tweeted out the word, is AOC hot or ugly? Childish and stupid? Yes. But then again, so is Twitter. And now I believe that has been fixed. Right?
Ugly has been fixed?
Yeah, that's been fixed. But there were other words, too, I believe, that were out.
Ugly was demonetizable?
Ugly was demonetizable. And another word that you found, and let me know, was one, right?
Yeah.
Was one. Did you know that I think that's been fixed now?
Oh, wow. So there was 3. I initially posted about 10, and 7 out of those 10 were fixed within 24 hours.
Right.
A trans wasn't and ugly wasn't. So if you're saying they were fixed now, then I think that's good.
Let me bring it up right now. So trans, let's see right here. I tweeted out, should trans dudes be able to compete in Olympic water polo? Scroll. You can scroll. Boom. Now it is monetized. So that is progress, but that means it's only happened because you publicly named the words, right? And that shouldn't have to take, a journalist shouldn't have to blow the whistle on journalists being suppressed for them to no longer be suppressed. That's what I guess really gets my goat and why I'm saying what you do is so important. The work is so important.
Yeah, well, like I said before, I think that hopefully Elon did say that he's looking into all this, and he said on his Twitter space that this list needs to be trimmed, and he doesn't agree with all the censorship. So I mean, I think we'll give him a little bit of time, and if it's not fixed and there's still all these problems, then we're going to have to just continue with this investigation and just do word after word after word. I mean, it's going to be like a full-time job. Maybe there's a way to make like an automated account that just like posts words. So maybe we'll have to do that. But
let's do it. Let's do it right now. We can do so right now. We have a lot of people watching, and everyone out there, you can share the show. Give us, let's go through 2 or 3 words that are demonetized right now. We'll have people in the audience right now. Thousands go out and use them. Let's give us a word. Haya, I mean, you can give us one word that's
Oh, I
demonetized.
thought you were asking the audience.
No, we're gonna. What you tell me a word that you found, and then I'm going to ask I'll send out a tweet, and we will also have audience members send out tweets so we can kind of have a sample pool.
I mean, there was questions about the word fight, if that was demonetized.
Okay.
The word fight.
You want to try that?
Okay.
See?
Yeah. Let's see. We will tweet out. Have tweet from our account Mission Control. Should a biological dude be able to fight? I'm sorry, beat up a female in the octagon? Let's tweet that out.
Okay.
And let's see if that gets demonetized. And you guys out there use the word fight, people who are watching right now. And let's see we will get that back in about a minute. We will see if it's monetized or demonetized. Yes, Mr. Hodge, one of the Hodge twins.
How about something has to do with Hunter Biden? Maybe we have his tweet with him, see if that's demonetized.
I don't know.
Suppressed.
Haya, did you see anything that had to do with Hunter specifically?
I didn't test that yet, but I did test Putin and Ukraine and Zelensky. And at first, Putin was demonetized, and then a couple hours later, not hours, even minutes, it was fixed. So weird. I don't know what happened with that, but maybe we could try Putin again.
Okay, so let's try Putin. I will just say, let's tweet out from my account. What do you get when two assholes collide? Zelensky and Putin.
Well, assholes might be demonetized.
Okay, you know what? What do you get when two sphincters collide? Zelensky and Putin. Let's put that out there and we'll see if that's demonetized. And then you guys try your own. Maybe we should have a hashtag going hashtag test Twitter words right now.
There you go.
Hashtag Twitter word test.
Twitter word test.
Let's bring that up. Hashtag Twitter word test.
Technically it's X word test, but whatever.
I was doing it one word at a time just because you don't know what other words in the sentence might be demonetized. So to really find out which exact words, the most effective way is to do one word at a time.
All right.
That's what I found out. The word innocent was demonetized. Innocent. I mean,
the word innocent? Probably because they didn't want
more than that.
Well, probably because they didn't want people like, Trevor Bauer saying, "Hey, I'm innocent." Like, not if page 6 says you're not.
Yeah.
I got a couple of words here actually from suggestions. So, furry. Furry would be a good one for us to test, and also pedo.
Yeah, let's type pedo.
Okay.
How about Republican though?
Yeah. All right. So from our account, let's just try. I think that we should be fine. I don't like, right? Those shouldn't be.
Yeah.
I think we're saying I don't like pedos or I don't like pedophiles. Let's try one of each.
Okay.
Let's just get those out there.
All right. And we do have the word fight, the test on the word fight ready if you are ready.
Oh, do we have the test? The word fight. Haya, this is happening in real time. And sorry, Haya, you can't take part because you're fully demonetized anyway.
Well, she can on her personal account, right? Yeah. There we go.
All right. Okay. Let's see. What are the results from the word fight?
All right.
It's monetized.
It's monetized.
It's monetized?
Well, hold
There's
on.
an ad right there.
There we go.
Well,
where'd it go?
Where'd it go?
Oh, no, there it is. I see right there.
there we
Play
go.
that.
All right. So it is. It's
okay, good.
monetized.
So fight is monetized.
Good.
That's good. That's progress.
We'll see if as soon as we have the rest of these as we
did tweet out, I tweeted out that I don't like pedophiles because I'm not afraid to take the unpopular positions here at this program. we'll take the risks so you don't have to. What other words? What do you think there?
Yeah, pedos?
Gay.
All right.
Pedos.
So pedos, we've got some pedophiles.
Let's see. All right.
I don't like pedos.
Oh, wow.
Amazon ad.
Amazon. Well, that's apt.
Very
So
good.
look, so those are monetized. It seems like they're being less aggressive.
By the way, I heard through the grapevine that those were demonetized last week. And then after I posted about it, a bunch of words that were previously demonetized were monetized. So a lot of these problems did get fixed.
Yeah, the primary problem, though, right, is that there's no transparency. In other words, they could fix it and then change it next week. Or then they can. There needs to be an actual policy that they make this very clear,
right?
Especially for content creators and journalists, because, look, the big thing is they're pitching people to leave other platforms and come over to Twitter, right, if they're content creators. But if you do that based on, misleading information, well, now they've hopped to a new lily pad and they can end up being just as screwed. That's, not just for journalists, but for everyone.
Yeah, or give us a list of which words are demonetized. Like if Twitter's saying like, hey, look, these words we don't approve of, we're going to demonetize your account. Okay, so just give us that list and we can make a decision on if we want to censor ourselves or not.
Yes. No, that's absolutely right. By the way, did you enjoy all the Jewish holidays this September?
Yeah, it's actually still going on. We're in the middle of a holiday right now.
Oh, okay. Well, for a very industrious people, lots of days off this September. We know that with Sam from HR.
Not a fall holiday.
Every day he comes in, he's like, I'm like, it's another holiday, Sam?
It's three of them, very close together. Yeah.
Well, all right. Yeah, Gerald.
But look, I want to be clear too. Like we are fans of Elon if he does the kind of the right thing,
of
and
course,
follows through. And I think that I would take your position. If he had not hired Linda Yaccarino, I would probably be more fully on board. Like, hey, just give him time. Don't worry about it. But with that hire, it didn't make me necessarily some questions about Elon's kind of motives, maybe, but I just don't trust her. So as much as I feel like Elon Musk is pushing in the right direction, that hire to me was incredibly suspect, and I don't trust her to do the right thing when it comes to free speech. I just don't think that's the world she comes from.
Yeah. I mean, she does answer to him. So I think at the end of the day, like, he's the one in charge. You have to give him credit for getting rid of the whole election integrity team, for getting rid of Bill Roth, person safety, and all that garbage.
We do. We absolutely do. We credit him for that. We sing his praises when he does stuff like that. I know that he ultimately is the guy, but he's running SpaceX. He's running Tesla. He's doing a whole bunch of other stuff. The reason she was brought in is so that he didn't have to run the day-to-day. I just don't want her to do something that he finds out about 3 months later and then has to undo. So you're right. Eventually it can be undone, but what if it happens in October of 2024 and he doesn't find out until December? That's my main concern right now. And so I do, like I said, I think he's headed the right direction. I'm just very concerned about what she will be able to do and when he'll be able to find out about it.
Yeah. Well, and with people like Haya out there, the work that she does is very important. And, it's important that there are platforms out there that will stand their ground. I would like to see Elon do, and obviously I'm biased, but, Rumble, Chris Pavlov, who's Canadian, he flipped the bird to the entire French government. He said, no, absolutely not. Just now with Canada, he said he's never been more embarrassed. That guy will not falter, will not wilt. You have not seen this take place there. And I do think that Elon is that way. I don't think that the communication publicly has been as clear. And, I think conservatives are obviously, anyone who's right-leaning, free speech, they're a little bit nervous about this. Do we have some more results? And then I want...
Yeah, there are actually a couple of words that I didn't think would be monetized. You can bring them up and see.
Which words?
So, Sean Penn said the word a movie, true story.
He did say the word a movie.
He did. And it's this same one. It's this Karma shopping ad. It just gets posted onto your account. It's probably a terrible place to shop.
Yeah. They seem like really low rent ads. Maybe that's why my checks are so small.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we need to dive into that a little bit further.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like, I don't know, Cardi B's getting like Samsung and mine's like the copycat Alibaba.
Sorry. Well, you did have Amazon one time.
All right. Haya, we're going to continue this here on Mug Club, but are there any other updates or any information that you think is pivotal for people to know before we continue on Mug Club and with this experiment?
No, I'm going to tweet out now that Lives of TikTok is completely demonetized, and we'll see what happens. I think Elon, I'm hopeful he'll respond and fix it. And yeah, like I said, I think he has good intentions. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, but I will also hold Twitter accountable. I will call out censorship. I will call out these problems. But I do think that they're going to get fixed when we call them out. So yeah, I'm going to continue doing this, and hopefully we'll get some answers.
Watch Louder with Crowder live, Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern.